We are here with Landie, close to her trails which are right in her backyard, and in a couple of weeks this is where MaxiRace is going to be taking place in and around this area. Landie, tell us a little bit about the build up to Maxi this year and your involvement in the race this year.
Yeah, so Maxi race is in its 5th year already. I can't believe it. It's been such a growing race and we've been part of it from the beginning, so very exciting. Christian and I help out with the trails and with some social media, and we're just excited to actually bring you the latest edition of the Maxi race. New trails, the 75k was run for the first time on a new route last year. The route stays exactly the same, with the inclusion now of the French Hook trails, which is the Montresal Mountains. So brace yourself for some epic mountains at the beginning of the race, and then the iconic private route that goes from Franschhoek into Jonkershoek.
Stunning. And so that's a little bit of what the 75k runners have to look forward to. And Landie, do you feel like this is an accessible first ultra for people looking to do something a bit further?
Yeah, I think the 75k route, although it starts off quite tough, it definitely eases up as you go along. So from about 25 k's, then it really starts getting much more runnable. You run past the Berg River Dam, along the trails there towards Jonkershoek. Very, very beautiful area with some of the most beautiful fynbos, indigenous fynbos, so something to really look forward to. And if you're training for maybe the UTCT 100 miler or a race like that, this is the perfect build up for that, so it's not too late to enter for the 75k.
Love it. And Landie, you yourself are running this year. Talk to us a bit about your race choice and the course that we can expect to follow you along on the day.
Yeah, so I've decided to actually run the Maxi race this year and not just be part of the festivities and the day activities. So I'm running the 30k in preparation for the Cape Town Trail Marathon 2 weeks later. So really excited. It's a new 30k route. It's going to be starting from Murati and then running some of the Murati trails all the way back to Stellenbosch, finishing on the Bottomskop side and then running down back into Stellenbosch. So that's very exciting. The 45k route also starts at Murati, so there'll be lots of festive, vibey water points and cheering points along there. And I think it's a very exciting change to the race this year.
And Landie, you've mentioned kind of new routes, some changes. You mentioned the fynbos. What makes running through the Cape Winelands special, especially for those who are maybe joining us for the first time for Maxi Race this year?
Yeah, I think it's really special to be hosting a race in and around the Stellenbosch and Cape Winelands area. There hasn't been much races, especially longer distance races in this area. So it's really an opportunity to showcase what the Winelands is. And I know there's lots of other sporting races like the Epic and other events that has been taking place in Stellenbosch. But in terms of trail running and for the growth of the sport, it's really a very wonderful opportunity to come and explore the Cape Wineland trails and the camaraderie of the people here and the community and everything that the race has to offer. It's such a festive day out. There's lots for everyone to do, so bring the family, bring all your friends. It really is a magical day out.
And it really is a family affair. I think when Maxi Race first started, there were only 3 distances. We've now seen an additional 13k, a 7k, and even a kids dash. So yeah, comments on that. And for people who are looking to start trail running for the first time, what would you suggest they start with?
Yeah, I mean, I think what is really cool about Maxi is that it includes so many distances, so there's literally something for everyone, from the kiddies to people who want to test themselves on the ultra distances. So and what is also interesting or nice to know is that the races start at different times. So even if mom wants to run the short one in the afternoon and dad wants to do the 75 in the morning, there is the opportunity to do that, and there's lots of activities and things for the kids at the race village to keep them busy.
Awesome. And just on that, with people wanting to take on a trail race for the first time, I've asked Landie to share a little bit of an inspirational story of a family member who went from not running to taking part in the Maxi every year, and it seems like she keeps coming back. So share a little bit of that story with us, Landie.
Yeah, so Christian and I are business partners in Alpasfit, the coaching academy, and then Christian started coaching his sister, who was a complete non-runner 5 years ago. She was also not really into any other sport, so basically had a very big task ahead to get her fit, and she wanted to do a trail race, and he suggested, why don't you enter for the Maxi 20k? So he started coaching her basically like 6 months or 6 to 8 months before the race, from not really running at all, and then he built her up to run her first MaxiRace 20k. She was very successful, she loved it, she fell in love with the sport and has returned for the MaxiRace ever since, and last year she even upgraded to the 30k. So we're very proud of her, and it's absolutely an amazing story to see that unfold.
Yeah, that is amazing. I love that there are stepping stones for people to take and a distance option for everyone. And Landie, just some pearls of wisdom for the runners on the day. I know that MaxiRace, it can be a hot day out. Last year we saw some stormy conditions, so as the athletes prepare to toe the line, it is a bit of a lucky dip with what the weather can hold. So yeah, thoughts on just how to handle conditions on the day?
Yeah, I think as we've seen over the past couple of editions, the weather has thrown us literally everything from heat waves to last year's stormy weather where the river crossings was absolutely insane. So I think, the motto of the story is brace yourself for anything. So with the Stellenbosch weather, even at the moment, yesterday it was such a nice spring day. Today we've got some cold weather again. So I think the main thing is not to really focus too much on what you can't control. Really focus on what you can control, your nutrition, just bringing your correct gear. Make sure that you have all the gear if it's going to be a cold day out. Make sure that you have that gear beforehand. Don't like last minute now try and source everything. And then focusing on nutrition on the day is going to really make your race experience much more of an enjoyable one.
Awesome. And we know that we will be seeing Landie on the 30k start line. She is somebody who will offer you a smile and a high five before the start and the finish of any race. She's generally quite a happy chappy. So Landie, good luck. We'll be rooting for you in your last long run before you take on the Cape Town Trail Marathon, and we will see you out on the course and at the finish line.
Thanks guys, really looking forward to seeing everyone there, and good luck with the last couple of weeks of preparation.